Thank you so much for spending time with us this evening to learn about these important issues and candidates. And I want to thank all of the candidates for participating this evening. We're going to begin the district attorney recall discussion. Unfortunately, the district attorney was not able to make it this evening. So we have invited a recall representative, the yes on the recall representative, as well as a proxy from the district attorney's office to make a 2-minute and a 2-minute only presentation to the club membership. We normally don't allow proxies. We don't allow proxies because it doesn't make sense. It makes sense to hear from the candidate themselves. But since this is such an important item on the ballot and we wanted to serve you, our community, we wanted to give her office at least 2 minutes to speak, and the other side 2 minutes to speak. So first, we will invite the Save Alameda for Everyone representative. And if you could, I'm sorry, this is Mr. Johnson, you're from the DA's office, correct? Yeah, no, my apologies.
I'm from the Protect the Win campaign. I'm not
Protect the Win campaign. Okay, thank you so much for your time and being here today. I'm just gonna go with apparently our tradition of this as a stop sign, and I will keep time, and when you're ready to proceed, go for it. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna start first?
Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you. Good evening. We appreciate the opportunity to talk. So let's be clear, the people behind the recall are upset because they lost the election. So they're trying to buy back what they couldn't win at the ballot box by using out-of-town millionaires, people who some of whom didn't really live here, to fund the campaign, to try to recall District Attorney Pamela Price. We're targeting Pamela Price because she's the first ever Black woman to hold this office, and the first in 100 years who wasn't handpicked by the establishment. She was elected in a grassroots effort, elected by the people. She's the people's DA. The recall camp claims crime is up, but the crime is down. In fact, 33% in Oakland. The DA is not soft on crime. They've stooped by attacking her personally. And here's what they don't want you to know. What you haven't heard is that before becoming the DA, Pamela Price was a civil rights attorney for 40 years. She's been fighting for victims and taking on powerful institutions. And yes, she graduated from UC Berkeley, the #1 law school, I would argue, and in the world, right here in our backyard. She's even argued and won before the US Supreme Court. She's currently holding corporate abusers accountable and tackling discrimination in the jury selection to ensure justice is fair for all. What you don't hear in the media is that instead of relying on outdated, harmful sentencing enhancements that hurt our communities of color, DA Price is focusing on restorative justice solutions that reduce crime while protecting victims. And what you haven't heard in the media is that she has an unwavering commitment to victims of all backgrounds, whether they're people of color, LGBTQ individuals, or even law enforcement officers. She fights for justice for everyone. And what you aren't hearing in the media from the recall side is the litany of excuses based on vengeance, not justice. They're focusing on vengeance, not justice. This recall isn't about crime or safety. It's about those who want to overturn the will of the people because they couldn't win fairly. So don't let us take them backward. Don't let them take us backward. Let's protect the win for justice, safety, and the leadership we voted for. So vote no on this recall. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Johnson. Appreciate it. And are the folks from the proponents of the recall, Save Alameda for Everyone, ready to proceed? Mr. Chan, whenever you are ready, go ahead and introduce yourself, and I'll start your time when you speak. Thank you for being here.
Oh, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I am Carl Chen. I'm one of the 2 principal officers for SAFE. So with me also is Brenda Grissom, as also the other principal officer. And she's the one who lost her son, due to crime. And she is a strong advocate for many victims and their families. So first things first, people have to realize this recall is about the people. It's all about the public safety. And, the thing is, you do not, take recall, lightly. You do not recall anyone. But remember, this is more than just a recall. It's also a wake-up call for all of us to realize as people, as voters, we have to elect someone and who is capable and performing the job. So I have to give a lot of credit for District Pamela Price as if she is a public defender. But remember, the job is actually upholding the law and protecting the people. Now, currently, she's actually dropping many charges. And, we're not only about talking about assault and crime. We're not only talking about, we're not here to put people in jail, but for those repeat offenders, but also serious criminals, there has to be consequences. Now, she's also sending the wrong message, especially to the young people, and almost saying that, you're committing crime, you don't need to do time. And we want to prevent all this to happening because this is a wrong message sending to the wrong people, to the young people. And we need to do that. Now, again, we have collected over 123,000 signatures and people who are supporting the recall. And we are here, remember that recall is a democratic process. We want to make sure that everyone has a chance to giving their voice. But again, I just want people to realize there's nothing personal against Pamela Price herself, but it's a lot to do with public safety. I just want to save a little time for Brenda because I know that we only have 2 minutes. So because I know there's no questions being asked, right? So maybe Brenda, you want to chime in a little bit?
Mr. Chan, I thank you so much, Brenda, Ms. Grisham, for being here. We allow 2 minutes for each side, and your 2 minutes have been utilized. But I really want to thank each of you for being here. We will not be doing a Q&A because, like I said, to us, it doesn't make a lot of sense for a proxy from an office to be answering questions on behalf of the district attorney. I want to draw your attention in just a moment to our chat to view our YouTube videos. You will want to watch these where we interview the proponents of the recall and the district attorney, Pamela Price. And we will include the link to the chats now. But due to this unexpected absence, we have a gap in our programming. We couldn't change all of the times for the subsequent district races and move it up. And so we're going to have a gap. And so we're going to be coming back at 7:40. But I want you to just make sure that you click on the link for the videos, the YouTube video, so that you have it in your browser to view at your own time. We will be coming back at 7:05 right now. We will all be returning at 7:40 for our council discussion.